Hello, great people. Nigerians have been making comparison and identifying the sharp contrast between Seyi Tinubu and Muhammadu Buhari, and the result is absolutely overwhelming. And I will be presenting some shocking details to you in this video. This video is deeply rooted in morals, upbringing, values, and parenthood. And that is why, before I proceed, I must say that this video, you shouldn't miss any part of it. If you are born of a man and woman, that means that you are born of a living being. This video is very important for you. And if you are a parent, or you are begging God for the fruit of the womb, or you know that one day you will become a parent, this video is absolutely important for you because it is deeply rooted in morals, value, upbringing, and parenthood. And that is why you shouldn't miss any part of this video. Now, what gave birth to the contrast of Seyi Tinubu and Yusuf Buhari? You will recall that Muhammadu Buhari, former president of Nigeria, died. And when he died, the news spread like wildfire. And he has a son, Yusuf Buhari, and the role that Yusuf Buhari played in the death of in the burial of his father, Nigerians were applauding it. So when Yusuf Buhari was appearing in the news, particularly during the death of his father, Nigerians began to point out the sharp contrast between him and Seyi Tinubu. And one of the reasons for that contrast is that Muhammadu Buhari spent 8 years as president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu have just spent 2 years as president of Nigeria, but the difference between the behavior and the morals and the character of their son is different. I will be sharing with you the 9 things that Nigerians used to compare Seyi Tinubu and Yusuf Buhari, and Nigerians are certain that in the history of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, no son or daughter of Nigerian president have misbehaved like Seyi Tinubu. That is a bit appalling, and I don't know whether you agree with that assertion or not, and I look forward to your comment in the comment section. Is Seyi Tinubu truly the most misbehaved son and daughter of Nigerian leader that you've ever known? Is that the truth? Now, Nigerians, after assessing Seyi Tinubu, and I will tell you the 9 things in a moment, they are saying that Yusuf Buhari, despite the fact that his father is being seen as a despotic and tyrannical leader, is the opposite of Seyi Tinubu. Nigerians are certain that Yusuf Buhari is calm, is quiet, is reserved, so much so that people do not even know about him except when he had the power bike accident some time ago. So people are pointing out the sharp contrast. And apart from pointing out the sharp contrast, what are the sins of Seyi Tinubu, if you can put it that way? Nigerians are putting up kind of like 9 different things, in the sense that everything Nigerians are saying against Seyi Tinubu is deeply rooted in 9 things, and I will share it with you. The number 1 is that they are saying that Yusuf Buhari never showed up at the villa. And when they say never showed up, it's not that he's not a resident of the villa. It's not that he doesn't go to the villa, but then his face is not kind of like prominent in the villa, so much so that people will be pointing out to 1 or 2 things against him. He has never misbehaved in the villa that you will hear one news or the other. Even when the aide of Aisha Buhari, when it was reported that the aide-de-camp of Aisha Buhari reportedly shot at Tunde something, one of the aide of Buhari at that point in time, Yusuf Buhari was not recorded or documented to have engaged in any fist-off with the Tunde, is it Tunde Saliu or something like that, one of the trusted domestic aide of Muhammadu Buhari. You know, Buhari is somebody that from his part of the country, women are not seen as something that is overly important. So Muhammadu Buhari gave his aides and his nephew, Mama Daura, he gave them strong access and power, so much so that they are more influential than Aisha Buhari. So people are making that contrast that Yusuf Buhari never showed up at the villa, but Seyi Tinubu is always everywhere. He is everywhere at every point in time. He wants to see everything. He wants to look into everything. He wants to know what is going on everywhere at any point in time. Now, the second one is that Seyi Tinubu Yusuf Buhari never dragged position with Nigerian ministers, in the sense that Yusuf Buhari behaved himself. But people are saying that Seyi Tinubu have been doing some things that he has been dragging position with Nigerian ministers. That some of the things that he is doing are things that should be done by ministers. But then Seyi Tinubu is always trying to be at the forefront. Even his father had to complain and ban him some time ago that he shouldn't be seated in government functions, particularly the Federal Executive Council. But after that, when the Chief Justice of the Federation was sworn in, Seyi Tinubu was still present there. So when ministers are speaking with your father, definitely you shouldn't be there because you are not a minister. So why are you dragging position with ministers? That is one of the complaints of Nigerians. Now, the third one is that Yusuf Buhari didn't involve in the politicking of his father. Why Yusuf Buhari has operated in a decent manner politically, Seyi Tinubu has been everywhere. You will see him making political move for the actualization of his father's second term. And Nigerians are complaining about that, well, you can participate in politics, but don't be overly political. And don't be political in a manner that will be detrimental even to the image of your father. And one of such instance is that particular statement, oh, they keep coming for me, they keep coming for my father, my father is the greatest president and all that. Nigerians find that distasteful. Now, the number 4 is that Yusuf Buhari never got involved in campaign shenanigans across the country. And I think I just gave you a point in that regard as regards, oh, they keep coming for me, they keep coming for my father. Yusuf Buhari never got involved in any campaign shenanigans in Nigeria. Now, the fifth one is that he never meddled in the affairs of the Nigerian National Association of Nigerian Students, NAS. And for the 8 years, you won't see Yusuf Buhari meddling in the affairs of NAS. But within the 2 years, less than 2 years of Tinubu presidency, Seyi Tinubu has interfered in the affairs of NAS. He has allegedly imposed a leadership on NAS, and he has kind of like exposed NAS, the NAS leadership, to some form of brutality, and that itself is being condemned by the people. Now, let us go to the number 6, which is that Yusuf Buhari didn't have personal special advisors paid by the government. Well, I can't verify the authenticity of that information, but I know Seyi Tinubu will naturally have maybe special assistant or special advisors, but I don't know whether those people are paid by the government, so I can't speak much in that regard. Another thing that Nigerians complain about in the comparison of Seyi Tinubu and Yusuf Buhari is that Yusuf Buhari never attended foreign conventions with the father, but in contrast, Seyi Tinubu is always all over the place with the father. When the father is traveling, you see Seyi Tinubu there. If his father is going to any important foreign engagement, he will go with his father. That's why the fact that his father has a retinue of aides that can assist him. His father has ministers, special advisors, security agencies. You will still see him there in most of these international engagement. And Nigerians are saying that, well, are you the person that will first be the son of Nigerian president? This your character is unprecedented and appalling, and that is why Nigerians are praising the conduct of Yusuf Buhari. And the 8th one is that Yusuf Buhari was never involved in bigotry, despite the fact that his father was highly nepotistic, despite the fact that his father have some issues as regards bigotry. You remember the dot in a cycle comment and all that, and several other issues. Yusuf Buhari can never be linked to any form of bigotry statement or action whatsoever. And Nigerians are praising him in that regard. But Seyi Tinubu, Nigerians are finding fault in him, despite the fact that he is kind of like more outspoken. The Nigerians are saying that Yusuf Buhari is quite better because despite the action of his father, you cannot trace any form of bigotry to him. Now, the 9th one, which is the last, is that Yusuf Buhari is a humble son, minding his business while his father did his job. They are saying that Yusuf Buhari is unprecedentedly humble. He will leave his father to do his job. But they are seeing, according to Nigerians now, they are seeing Seyi Tinubu as an overly arrogant human being, and that itself, they are saying, leaves much to be desired. So Nigerians are complaining that Buhari ruled for 8 years. His son comported himself. Your own father, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have ruled for just 2 years, and you have been all over the place. You have misbehaved. You have shown yourself as somebody that is highly lacking in morals, value, upbringing. Nigerians are pointing out all of these things. And that itself is a pointer to Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he needs to checkmate his beloved son Seyi Tinubu. And it is so, it is so sad that Nigerians can kind of like rate Seyi Tinubu so low to the extent that they are saying that they will pick Yusuf Buhari to represent Nigeria instead of Seyi. What a sharp contrast. I think that comment will make anybody sad, because naturally, Buhari, the father, is nepotistic. Buhari, the father, is nothing to write home about. But Nigerians are saying that despite the fact that his father is nothing to write home about, from the conduct of the son that they are seeing, if they need somebody to represent Nigeria and there's only two people, they will pick Yusuf Buhari than Seyi Tinubu to represent Nigeria. That shows that in the true sense of it, let us be realistic. Nigerians don't hate Buhari. They only hate his leadership styles and flaws. Not that Nigeria hates Buhari. No. Apparently, they don't hate him. They just dislike his leadership style and flaws. So I think this should be a sockum to the Buhari family, in the sense that the people, particularly in other regions of Nigeria, they are showing some kind of like form of displeasure to the leadership of the father, which we like hate, because some people are even rejoicing about his death. But then they are showing affection, they are showing love, and they are praising the son, Yusuf Buhari. I think that itself should be some kind of like sockum to the family. And another thing that we can look at is that Seyi Tinubu will make you dislike his father, even if you like his father, while Yusuf will make you to like the father, even if you dislike him. And you can see the sharp contrast, in the sense that Seyi Tinubu, if you like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, some of his conduct in NAS and some other things, my father is the best president and all that, or some of the, conspiracy, Seyi will make you to dislike his father. But Yusuf Buhari, that you don't like the father, if you have not met their parent at all, and you are to kind of like go for one, you don't know Buhari, you just met Yusuf, you don't know Seyi Tinubu, and you are living in the same area with him, you will go with Yusuf Buhari, despite the fact that in the real sense of it, Yusuf Buhari's father is kind of like nothing to write home about. So that is another sharp contrast. I think their character is a reflection of their upbringing. Seyi Tinubu apparently grew up in a home that where if you want something, it must be achieved by fire by force, and that is why when he wants the leadership of NAS, he went all out to achieve it. And that's why I think public perception of them is a reflection of their morals, their value, their upbringing, and parenthood. It's been an interesting time with you. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.